Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? Welcome. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. Look who it is.
Finally back. Been a while.
The prodigal son returns as Brian Turner is here for today's big show. And this is, of course, our weekly Take the Point show. We're going to talk about a wide variety of subjects. Probably talk a little high school football, high school golf.
We can talk that this week, yeah.
High school football, high school hockey. We've got 2 games this weekend. Big.
I mean, if we're looking back, it's starting to get a little better for the team I cover.
Oh, you haven't been wanting to talk about that for a few weeks, have you? Yeah, I suspect that's
Rough
true.
start.
Yeah, that happens. But we're going to talk baseball, football, all kinds of different stuff here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Let's take a look at what is going on in and around our area here on this beautiful Friday, October 6th. Tell you a little bit about that and maybe a little bit about October 7th as well. Starting out the weekend over in Olney at the Church of the Nazarene here in about an hour at 10 a.m. this morning. It is the Olney Quilt Guild. They are celebrating 20 years with a big old quilt show. How else would you celebrate 20 years of a quilt guild without a quilt show? It'll be today from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. and tomorrow, Saturday, from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. So you'll have, 6 plus 8, 14 hours of quilt shopping or quilt looking anyway.
Channeling the old banker in you there.
I really had to.
I noticed the hesitation. I'm going to point it out for the fans in case they didn't.
Well, it was that doggone passing through the 12 thing.
Passing through the 12. Carrying the 1.
Yeah, it was that doggone passing through the 12, carry the 1. Then, it was it was all tricky.
If you're watching this back or later at 1.5x, there was a hesitation.
There was a hesitation. But nevertheless, the quilt show goes on today and tomorrow at the Church of the Nazarene, 1411 North Walnut in Olney. Admission is $5. There's going to be a quilt raffle as well, and vendors will be present. What else going on today in Flora, starting right now at the Clay County Health Department at 9 a.m. this morning. The health department will be having a drive-through flu shot clinic. It'll be, again, from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. at the health department in Flora. I don't know how they're doing it. If you drive through, probably stay in your car, fill out the form, and make sure that all works for you. Do you, I know people do and some people don't. You get a flu shot yet? Are you of an age yet where you feel like you need one?
I never did before, and I have not yet this year, but will need to. I've gotten to where I get them more to protect the others.
Yeah, that's what
when I was younger, I didn't see it that way. It's like, I don't get the flu, I don't need it.
Yeah,
but I can get the virus and pass it on to others without getting it. So
and as we get older, everybody around us seems to get older too.
That tends to happen.
Yeah, hopefully.
None of us are McConaughey and
no.
Dazed and Confused.
No, that's right. We're not staying. What is it? The girls stay the same age, right? Yeah. But
although I do spend a lot of time around high school kids, so maybe I am.
I'm not even going to touch that.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I got a flu shot on Tuesday. Everything is good, and my arm feels fit as a fiddle. So if you feel the need and your doctor tells you to, by all means, do go ahead and get a flu shot. What else going on today or this weekend? On Saturday, the fall book sale taking place at the Flora Public Library. That'll be at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Friends of the Flora Public Library will have their fall used book sale from 8 to 3 at the Flora Public Library in the conference room. Boy, that is a pretty library. Do you ever go in, or did you, when you lived closer here, ever go into the library?
In high school, I spent a lot of time up there, yeah. I don't know how much they've renovated since that would have been, I graduated in 96. So.
Well, they have all the beautiful windows out there.
Yes.
And the nice courtyard.
I mean, the building was all there. I don't know how much the inside has changed.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you because I don't know what it looked like 30 years ago.
Unfortunately, I do now at this point. Oh, did you do that?
I
See,
didn't mean
there
to.
you go, doing the math.
I
You
didn't mean
need
to
to do
throw the
again.
curveball right past. Sorry about that.
I probably deserve that one for previous comments.
Yeah, you probably do. Again, the book sale is in the conference room. All books are cheap, ladies and gentlemen, 25 cents. Magazines 10 a piece or 12 for a buck. Library is accepting book donations probably through last week, so you don't want to drop any books off anymore. All proceeds do go to the Flora Public Library. If you have any questions, give them a call at 662-6553. Be quiet about it, but do give them a call if you have any questions. A big old cookout at the Flora First United Methodist Church this morning, or tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. It's supporting For a Good Pause. That's on the, I guess, the direct east side.
Is that where you stop your show you're watching?
That's an entirely different spelling of the word
Okay,
pause.
just making sure.
For a good pause. Well, this is P-A-W-S. Yeah, but that's you could if you want. Yeah, but no, not at all. For a good pause, having brats and burgers on tomorrow from 10 to 1 at the Flora First United Methodist Church. Costume bingo taking place. The Clay County Cancer Crusaders will have costume bingo at the Outpost tomorrow night. Do you ever play bingo?
Not very often, no. I've done Glow Bingo fundraisers, but
I didn't know if you ever had or not. I know that they have these Glow Bingo fundraisers. This isn't Glow Bingo. This is a regular bingo, but they're doing a fundraiser with. But I just didn't know if.
I've never done competitive bingo. It's been, I will donate $20, give me a couple of cards, and I'll sit here for 3 hours and consume beverage.
I have run competitive bingo, and it is. It gets competitive. These folks, the professional bingo players, they can be terrifically hardcore.
I would be the guy that would be hated by everyone else because I'd be the one that was there for the alcohol.
Yeah, you'd be there for the alcohol and yelling.
Yelling bingo when I ain't got it.
There you go.
I know what I am.
Oh, see, now the yelling bingo when you don't have it, that's the worst.
Oh, yeah. When am I not the worst,
Because
though?
people throw their cards out, and then they have to go get their cards back, and especially back in the days with the little beans. Oh, yeah, that was...
Some of us just want to watch the world burn.
More seems today than ever, don't they? It's again at the Outpost, $15 to get in. The cost of the meal is $15. Prizes will be given for the best dressed man, woman, boy, and girl. Again, this is costume bingo. It's basically for Halloween type of stuff. 7 regular bingo games with a prize of $30, 2 specials for $50, and a blackout for $100. All proceeds do go to the Clay County Cancer Crusaders. Also on Saturday, big day in Flora, the Clay County Fairgrounds is going to have a block party. The Clay County Hospital and Clay County Cancer Crusaders having a block party with music, kids games, bingo, bouncy houses, open microphone. I don't know if that's a good idea. First responder vehicles, and all proceeds going to the Clay County Cancer Crusaders. Do you have a go-to karaoke song if you had open mic?
I'm too sexy.
But do you have a song?
I should.
Do you have a song you prefer to sing?
I like that.
I say, yeah, I'm here to help the guest. That's exactly why I'm here. What else going on this Saturday, folks? In Jeff, the Hope Ministries Food Pantry will have a supplemental distribution Saturday from 9 to 11. They'll be giving out meat and some other items as well. That will have senior grocery bags for those 60 years and older. If you have any questions, give Rich Brown a call at 237-3208. One other thing to tell you about, in the same vein, over in Salem at the Presbyterian Church, they're going to have a personal care item giveaway, and that is from 9 a.m. until 10 a.m. on Saturday morning. So take a look into that. What else is going on October 6th? Ladies and gentlemen, I can get behind this. National German American Day, celebrated on October 6th each year. The German American Heritage Day commemorates the 13 German Mennonite families from Krefeld who landed in Philadelphia in the 1680s. On October 6th, 1683, These families established the first German settlement in the original 13 colonies. Guess what it was named? There was a battle there. George Washington slept there. This was
Why am I blanking on this?
yeah, it was a very small battle. It was a really small battle, but it's probably also where the Whiskey Rebellion might have happened. I don't know.
Then I should definitely know this.
Germantown, of course. German American Day, Germantown, Pennsylvania. Don't worry
I
about
remember
it.
a battle at Germantown.
Well, it was.
That wasn't renamed later to be Germantown.
It was in the
like most
Revolutionary
districts
War.
are in any major metropolitan
I
area
don't
anymore.
think so. I think this was just Germantown from the start. This was commemorated, I guess, back before World War I. When World War I came, it kind of put a kibosh on the celebration of German American Day, and through World War II, as well. But
They would stop that for a good pause.
What?
They would have stopped that celebration for a good pause.
They did stop it for a good long pause.
See what I did there?
I see exactly what, and I moved it forward. So yeah, we're like professionals here. We both are former professionals in the radio world. And this basically came back around when Ronald Reagan extended the olive branch to make it German American Day again, back in the 1980s sometime.
Any excuse to drink a malty beverage.
That's not a bad plan. Not a bad plan. October 6th is also, ladies and gentlemen, celebrate National Noodle Day. Recognizes oodles of noodles just in time for National Pasta Month. What kind of noodles do you prefer? Who knows? As there are wheat noodles, there are rice noodles, all kinds of different noodles there. Ramen, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine, lasagna. Which of those do you like up there? I like the egg and egg noodles. Yeah, it's the number 8th pick is egg noodles. So, what country does the word noodle come from? This is different. This is different now from where the actual noodle comes from. What country does the word noodle come from?
I feel like it'd be Scandinavian-ish.
Boy, that's good thinking. Germanic. It's
Okay.
Germany. Yeah. Noodle comes from the German word N-U-D-E-L.
Now I kind of want to look it up, see if maybe it was Northern German, and I could claim I was half.
Actually, I would too. I can't believe you haven't started digging into Google yet. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that. They started making noodles long, hundreds and thousands of years ago. Likely developed in Chinese history. Some historians suggesting it may have occurred during the Han Dynasty, 206 BC to 220 CE. So that's before Christ and after Christ. Who knows? As a matter of fact, in 2002, archaeologists along the Yellow River in China found an earthenware bowl containing some 4,000-year-old noodles, which had been well preserved. So there you go. However, the historic find may not have been the same type of noodles we're familiar with today. Either way, noodles have a complex and ancient history with different cultures contributing to their distribution over time. Happy National Noodle Day. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen? It's a weird one. I'm just not sure about this one. This is a National Orange Wine Day, and it's about the color rather than having orange in it. This says to take a bold sip of an ancient method of winemaking, originally made nearly 6,000 years ago in Eastern Europe. The technique for making orange wine is currently being rediscovered. Surprisingly, winemakers do not add oranges to the wine at all. Unlike the latest beer trends, the wine comes from its color naturally. Fermented from white wine grapes, the orange wine develops through the more skin contact during the fermentation process. That is weird. Otherwise, the wine's obscurity. Despite the wine's obscurity, orange wine makes an appearance at wine shows all over the place. So there you go. National Orange Wine Day, celebrated on October 6th. Do you think orange wine?
I will have to check my wine racks.
I'd never heard of it, to tell you the truth, till this day. Is orange wine typically bitter? Dry or sweet? Dry or sweet?
You think a little more bitter with the extra skin contact, but
Ladies and gentlemen, look at the big brain on Brian. It is a dry wine because of the amount of time the grape skins are in contact with the juice. How did you? Wow,
wine.
You've made wine, and you might have been to a winery or two in your life.
Yeah.
Okay, I can understand that. That makes sense. What do you want to see on television, ladies and gentlemen, tonight? High school sports. We've got high school football for you tonight. Columbia is at Salem. That's right here on this channel. If you're on channel 98 at 6:50, and also, of course, online. And then tomorrow at 1 o'clock, we've got the CZR Bearcats at Fairfield, and we're going to talk more about both those things.
I've got 2 games this weekend.
I've got 2 games this weekend.
I got to cover Mount Carmel.
You're covering Mount Carmel.
According to my wife, I am.
Your
She is, therefore I am.
Your life just stinks that much more.
I don't even know who they're playing.
Somebody in the LIC, I bet.
Probably, yeah, this time of year.
Yeah. Who knows? You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Brian. I'm Bruce. Back in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Chapman's Furniture has the best prices every day. You can find them open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5 and located at 210, 300, and 306 West Main Street in Salem. Chapman's features a full line of furniture, including Ashley Furniture, bedding by Sealy and Bimco, and the largest selection of rugs in Southern Illinois. They have a huge selection of recliners, including lift and power, and wallpaper and border in stock at closeout prices. Call 618-548-2221 for the best price around.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Guest today is Brian Turner. Of course, this is our big Take the Points show where we look at sports around and across the area. Brian, welcome back. Been a little bit. Good to see you.
First time since school sports started.
It has maybe been the first time since school. Well, I've finally been able to move the show to Wednesday. We've been shooting this show all over the place. Thursday afternoon, and it's just difficult for you guys to get up there. And I do appreciate all y'all do. They certainly do. We're speaking of that, doggone, I just let the cat out of the bag.
I don't even pretend it's Friday when we do these.
It's Wednesday.
I know you do have to for your first segment, but once we get to talking sports,
Well, that's the cool thing about college football. You don't usually have too many games during the week. You'll have a few. You don't usually have too many NFL games during the week. You'll have one. You don't usually have baseball playoffs. Well, you'll have those all throughout, but we don't talk much about or high school football.
or if we want to pretend it's Friday morning and it didn't rain yesterday, we can say, hey, congrats to New Hope and Center Street on their state championships.
It's raining on Thursday.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a guarantee. I look at us on the Friday morning, people will say, well, look at that ding dong calling for the rain. Center Street's playing for a state
Class
championship.
M, and then New Hope's playing for Class S.
In the championships,
Yep.
huh? Well, good for them. Good luck to the Panthers
Yep.
and the Colts.
I was gonna say, weren't you a Colt?
There are pictures. Yes, there are pictures available.
I found the pictures from my state championship here a month or two ago.
Really?
Yeah, 19.
I didn't. We didn't. We didn't
that-
go. We didn't go. We did not have a good team.
Yeah.
We had a state champion in baseball
This
the
was
year
cross country.
before. Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah, we won in the Clay City.
Well, congratulations. That's really
You?
Class M,
S.
S. Class S. Well, speaking of state championship, thank you for bringing that up. What a nice segue. The golf is this weekend. The boys and the girls golf, and we want to send a big good luck out to who? You got Andon Atwood from
Locally,
Sisney
you got Andon Atwood from Sisney and Avery Gardner from Fairfield both made it.
on the boys' side, and we have the girls' side. The entire Salem girls team has advanced to the state tournament. So good luck to the Salem ladies. Hope they play well. They don't play at the same course. That's I think the ladies are playing in Decatur, and
Boys are in Bloomington, at
Boys are
Prairie
in
Vista.
Bloomington. Okay, all right. So good luck to all
Carmel
those
girls got a legit chance again.
I saw their scores from sectional.
Sacred Heart's sectional scores were ridiculous, but
Really?
yeah.
Mount Carmel won last year, and they looked.
They had the lowest regional score because that varies by course, obviously. But Sacred Heart's sectional score was, I think, 30 strokes under what Mount Carmel's was on a different course. But
Yeah, yeah. So good luck to all the locals. Hope you do real well. Plus, we've got high school football. We already mentioned the Salem Wildcats playing tonight against Columbia, a very unusual Columbia Eagles squad, coming in at 1-5 on the season. They won their most recent game, however. When
you usually don't see Columbia down there.
No, they knocked off East Alton Wood River 42-0. So if you do the transitory power of scores, the Wildcats beat East Alton Wood River by 35. And could have been more. They kind of slowed down in the second half. And Columbia beat them by 42. Do you count?
I
You
can
don't
tell you
give
the
anything
exact
into-
transitive value of the scores because I have Cal Preps in front of me.
You do have Cal Preps. What is the Cal Preps?
21-17, Salem.
Good deal. So there we go. So we'll be there again tonight for the at 6:50 on Channel 98.
There was a team up there the Mules are rooting for on that last.
On that one.
Yep.
Freeburg.
3-3 right now.
They need Freeburg to keep winning. However, when you look at this, they need Freeburg to lose next week. Or Salem needs Freeburg to lose next week. Salem needs to get their fourth win to have a chance at playoff contention.
Especially with Charleston sitting there week 9.
Especially with Charleston sitting there. And Charleston's good this year. They have been down a few years, but they're
They were really good when I covered them.
Here's what the BDC looks like going into this weekend. Fairfield playing on Saturday against a CZR team that I expected more out of. I'm really kind of surprised that the Bearcats having that difficult
Coaching change again and all that. And
They have yet to play. They haven't played Edwards County yet, right?
have not.
And there's what Fairfield has done. They knocked off Flora last weekend by a final of 28-14. You were at that game, weren't you, Brian?
Yes, I was.
It looked like the Fairfield Mules were trying to get back into their methodical pound itself, weren't they?
They did, and all week in practice, that's what they worked on. I mean, that was very much the point of those first couple of drives, was getting back at that double wing and trying to pound it and, feeding Trey Mason for those first couple of drives. And
Mason didn't get the ball much in the second half, but he'd already kind of done his damage by then, hadn't he?
yeah, Flora obviously made some adjustments, and they were able to move the ball, getting it outside a little bit more.
Flora cut it close, but then you had some oddities in that game. One of the wildest things I saw roughing the passer with the quarterback having the ball.
Yeah.
I never know that I've ever
I've
seen
had
that.
several conversations about that call this week.
Tell us about it. Tell us what conversations you've had.
With coaches and people who listen to the referee conversation. And, yeah, it was just,
what did the referee tell the coach whenever the coach said he had the ball in his hand?
Which time? Because once he realized that the first couple of things he tried to call were not, basically it was, he hit him too hard.
He's wanted to call targeting.
Yeah, he wanted to, and luckily his buddies talked him out of it. They knew, but
the guy had the ball.
Yeah.
He was wanting to call an NFL.
Probably the best quarterback sack I've seen this year.
Oh, it was. He just ran right over.
Yeah. Complete blindside, untouched.
Yeah, it was. The ball went flying.
I will give Parker Helm credit. He stayed in there.
Parker Helm had a great game.
Because he took a few hits that second half.
He really did, and for Flora, Parker Helm, he took some shots.
Yeah, we got the whole Fairfield Flora thing, but obviously me being rooting for them the rest of the way, obviously.
Oh, certainly. As you see, Flora, they have McLeansboro down there this weekend. They really need to win that, and they need to beat DuPo because Cesar-Valier, folks, they're the real deal.
They're good. I think Carmine's got the best line in the BDC, which goes a long way in the BDC. Cesar's probably the deepest team.
When you take a look, when does Cesar play Johnston City? That must be in a couple of weeks, or maybe in the last year of the season. Well, it's not the last week of the season. It's not. So it must be week 8.
Yeah, it'd be next week.
It must be week 8. That's right, because we know that they're playing Flora in week 9. So here's what CZR has done this year. They're scoring a few points. Lost to Chester. Chester's not a bad loss, even though you lose by 30. Chester's a pretty good team. So the Mules got to take care of business on Saturday, don't they?
Yeah. They've been back against the wall for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
Try if they're wanting to get in.
And it's homecoming for both Salem tonight and Fairfield tomorrow night. I always ask, as a player, do all the rigmarole around homecoming affect any player at all?
I know the coaches aren't huge fans of it. I don't know about the players, but
players love it. Who's kidding who?
Well, might depend on if you got a girlfriend or going to the dance or not. I don't know.
I have no idea either. I never had a girlfriend, never went to the dance, other than when I was, when I had to stand up for it. So I couldn't tell you. I don't know. You tell us, folks, if that happens.
I actually did, so I don't know if that's bragging or not.
You had a date? Not one of them that tried to stab you.
No, that was later in life.
We'll be back right after these. College football coming up on Big Talk.
Hi, my name is Landon Carter, and I'm a financial consultant at Benjamin F. Edwards in Florida. Whether you're planning to send a loved one to school, preparing for retirement, or passing your wealth to the next generation, we have the knowledge and perspective to implement financial strategies that will help you move smoothly through life's transitions. Here at Edwards, our clients know that we are fully invested in their financial future. To find out more, Cole Duke and I invite you to give us a call at 618-508-8050. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mud hole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hey folks, welcome back to Big Talk. Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. College football, big weekend of college football. What was the big story from this past weekend? Really kind of a lifeless weekend, at least for my Illini.
Yeah, there was
They're
that.
bad. Illinois is bad. At least they're playing poorly. And I'm flying to Maryland.
You still watch them? Is that next week?
That's next week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we wish me luck.
Yeah, which Maryland's going to be coming off a loss, so.
Illinois has Nebraska tonight. Here's that's not the one I wanted to show. Here are the games on Thursday night and Friday night. Because I just didn't tell them, but I'm
Mentioned off air. This is Thursday, Friday. This is Wednesday, though.
yeah, we're shooting this Wednesday. But
Day 1 of 50 in a row.
then that, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it.
Tis the season.
Football is underway. 50 consecutive days or nights in a row with
At
either
least
college
one,
football
college or pro.
or pro football.
Yeah.
Which is for the
Maction's back.
Maction is back.
Conference USA Tuesdays. I mean, it's
For the folks who like to for the non-repentant bettors, this is fun. This is a fun time.
actually just watched a.
See, even though we're shooting it Wednesday night, it's what is it? Sam Houston State's playing Wednesday night. Jacksonville State's
Jacksonville State's playing.
Yeah.
Plus 3.5. I think
Middle
even.
Tennessee State. Yeah.
I just watched an Instagram reel today. It was a guy sucking up to his wife. It was a joke, Hey, honey, I'll skip Wednesday night football so we can go on a date tonight. It's like, that's actually not a joke anymore. We got Wednesday night football.
It's not, and we've got 50 nights in a row of some kind of football. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy. Again, there's a Friday night in addition to our games. The Illini will be hosting Nebraska. I guess you saw that the Memorial Stadium caught fire.
Was that not just the Illini offense?
I hope. I hope it was the Illini offense
Smoking.
catching fire as opposed to the dumpster.
I never did see what the fire was.
It was a lawnmower and a pickup truck.
Hey, at least no one stole it like they did the Bears.
You got a point, dude. Lawnmower and a pickup truck on the south side of the stadium underneath the horseshoe.
Yeah, that came up on Twitter, and I'm like, okay, these jokes are going to write themselves.
Yeah, it's just all. And watch Illinois go out tonight, this Friday night. Go out tonight and beat Nebraska by 50. We could hope, right?
I know someone with tickets to that game that may not be able to go.
Oh, that's too bad. I can't go either. You can't go either, so that's too bad. But you have that going on. Here's what I like to show you throughout the week. Here is the best college football teams against the spread so far this year. There are more teams that are undefeated against the spread, but these are just the top ones that are 5-0 as well as 4-0. There's a few others that are 4-0. Who else would you add to
I
this?
was listening to a podcast today. Some of the smarter college bettors I know. Oklahoma 5-0 against the spread, biggest margin, and they were making the point that still haven't even looked that impressive doing it.
They haven't looked that impressive, but they have just rolled over everybody. They've been rolling over. The fun one to talk about there is the Penn State getting to 5-0 against the spread. They've had to. James Franklin has been not a pleasant coach to people, has he?
Who was the?
Nebraska, or probably Northwestern. They were passing at the end.
No, who's the NFL coach that kicked the field goal to cover the spread? Said it, and swore he didn't know the spread.
Oh, it was wasn't it the McVay or something like that?
It was McVay.
Yeah, it was McVay and the
That's
Rams.
been James Franklin all year.
Yeah. They're not, I got to tell you, I think Franklin knows the spreads. he does have boosters to look out for,
Oh, yeah. And
it counts.
gamblers will talk about, they know which coaches look out for their alumni with spreads.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind. Here's the worst teams against. How in the heck that Illinois team get there on that 0-5 against the spread? Actually, I can tell you, I've seen every game. A lot of mistakes.
4 turnovers, 1 game.
Mistakes, four interceptions.
0 pass rush, another game.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Vanderbilt is 0-6 against the spread when you look at this next one. Vanderbilt also the best over team in college football to this
That
point.
tells you all you need to know about their defense.
That tells you their defense may be taking the day off from time to time.
Or from season to all season.
So maybe taking the season off. Also, you have the under. These teams all 0-5 or 0-4-1 by a lot. I have bet the
Utah,
Ohio.
some of that may be the will he or will he not play Cam Rising stuff.
Yeah, on the Utah, that's right. Well, that's the thing. They're not telling anybody. Utah's not telling anybody whether Cam Rising is
There's
playing until game
speculation
time.
that he may just be done looking forward to the draft.
Well, it'd be nice if they'd tell somebody better.
I have bet, assuming he's not going to play, and been right.
Well, that makes sense. That makes a ton of sense. How have we been doing?
Actually, we've had a couple of good weeks.
Ladies,
Really good in college
we
football
were
last week.
doing tremendously well in college football. Last week we were 7-1.
I was 1-1 and killed us.
Everybody else went 2-0. And then the week before we were what?
7-1, 4-2, 5-3, 4-2, 8-8. Yeah, week 0 we were 3-5. Otherwise,
What's that add up to? It's in college football that adds up to really good. Right?
31-21.
10 games over 500 in college football. That's not too killing bad. You want to start out giving our picks? We've got our picks set up for this week. I'm knock wood, folks.
You're on a roll.
I'm on a roll. I'm doing pretty good right now. I knocked wood last week, and I kept doing well. I don't understand
Thankful that, was that 2 weeks ago? You got the 3 on Ohio State. That went off at 3.5.
when I got to the 3, when I got the 3 on Ohio State, and they let them kick the extra point.
Yes.
That's when it all
Reviewed it to give them 1 second on the clock.
That's when it all turned. They gave Ohio State the extra point.
Because I had the exact same number.
Did you really?
Yep. It's like, thank God for the push.
Turned into a push.
The only time you ever be happy for a push.
That's exactly right. Yeah, yeah. If I was a Domer fan, I would not have been pleased. Other than several things about losing that game, I wouldn't have been pleased. What are we doing this week?
Start with Jamie and Lucas. They actually have the same bet on one, so they got the over and the Red River. Oklahoma,
the Red
Texas.
River rivalry. That's played at the State Fair down in Texas, right?
They've got both over 60.5, so they're expecting points.
Wow. Okay. Texas defense looked good last week against Kansas.
Quinn Ewers has not turned the ball over this year, which was an issue last year. He had 2 huge games and then several bad games. He's actually kind of been the opposite this year, where he's been consistently just not turning the ball over.
I said nice things about Kansas on this show last week, didn't end up betting
That
them.
was a mistake.
That was a mistake because they didn't play their quarterback.
Yeah.
They started their second string quarterback, and I don't know how long Jalon Daniels is out. Kansas becomes a
Still
stay
unknown
away.
this week, I believe.
Kansas becomes a stay away until Jalon comes back. What's their other games?
They got Toledo. Jamie has Toledo minus 19 against UMass.
Okay, Toledo knocking off Northern Illinois last week, right?
Toledo's not a great team to be given 19, even against UMass. But
They don't score a ton.
and then Colorado back on that
UMass is
train,
bad.
minus 4.5 against Arizona State. I kind of like the devil.
Lucas is?
Arizona State on that one. Yeah.
God bless you, Lucas. Sticking with prime. Sticking with prime time. Prime time. Prime time. Prime time. What are their super dogs?
Louisville plus 6.5 against the Domers.
0 for 4 on the super dogs last week,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. We don't need to talk about it.
And then that was Jamie.
He's got Louisville. Jamie's got Louisville.
He's got
against
Louisville.
Notre Dame. I love it. I love that a lot.
That's probably an over game too, so anything can happen there.
Yeah.
Marshall plus 6.5 against NC State. That's Lucas.
Yeah, Carolina.
I honestly haven't looked at that game. NC State's a pretty good team to fade this year, though, so don't hate it.
Yeah, I don't. What are you doing?
I've got my super dog is La Tech against Western Kentucky.
Okay.
Thursday night game.
There you go. I like that.
And then I usually stay away from the big games.
Yeah.
I pick those group of fives, the games that aren't heavily bet.
Okay.
I didn't do that this week.
Oh, you're going on the big one.
I got A&M +3 against Alabama.
Oh, wow. And that's in Alabama, right?
That is mostly picking off a number I don't think will be there come Saturday. I think that finishes around 2.5.
Oh, my.
And then I've got Kentucky, Georgia, but I'm taking the under in that one, not a side. I got under
Not
48.5.
Not me.
You got the side.
I'm taking the side. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a Wildcat believer. Go Kentucky. I got 14.5. What's it? Has it moved?
I'd have to look. I don't have those in front of me.
Okay, well, I got 14.5.
Yeah.
I presume it might be moving up or down, but I wanted the hook. I wanted to make sure I got the hook, and I was able to get that.
I like it. Well, you like to have a 14.5 in a game that someone else has an under, so.
Yeah, that's right.
And then part of me liking the under is probably why you like them getting that many points. They got a strong run game.
Right.
They can and they run a slow pace.
They don't play it. They don't make a ton of plays.
Georgia's not been a first quarter team. That may allow them to stick around.
Then I've got Fresno State, right, at Wyoming. Is that
-5.5. We both have already taken this one. This wasn't one of my best bets, but I have bet it.
I bet on Wyoming against Texas, if you recall, a few weeks ago. I liked them then. I don't like them against Fresno State. Fresno State's a different animal than Texas was at that time, or Texas Tech, pardon me, not Texas. So
And
yeah.
I mentioned the reason I changed because I had that one until almost showtime. I already bet it. The one thing that does worry me, it's a night game in Laramie. Weird stuff happens
Weird
at night
stuff.
games in
It
Laramie.
might snow.
Yeah.
You never know. You might have brimstone flying down in Laramie. What was your super dog?
La Tech,
La Tech. My super dog was.
Mizzou +6.5.
I'm glad you said it because I
God
can't,
bless your soul.
I can't say it out loud. Oh, I can't say it out loud. And I put money on it too. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll be back right after
Probably should have
this.
waited. You'll get a 7.
Oh, I put money on the line. So yeah, back in a sec. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey.
Rehashing nightmares.
I didn't need to do that. I really feel bad talking about that one team in Columbia, and now talking about that other thing we just talked about. I didn't need to bring both of those to mind. NFL. What's the big story this
I believe
week?
our buddy Martwan is going to Columbia for a game this year.
I think I heard that he's going to Columbia to go see that team
Paul
play.
Coughlin might have played a factor in that as well.
Is Paul Coughlin in town that night?
That night.
Oh, no, nice. That'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be.
I don't blame him for that at all. I'd go to Columbia for that.
Yeah, I probably would too. Actually, I've seen them play. I'll say it. I've seen them play Missouri several times, and I don't think I've ever seen Illinois beat Missouri, but I've seen them
Have you
play.
seen it in Columbia, or is it always the
As a TWA Dome or Edward Jones. I haven't seen him elsewhere. NFL. What's the big story this week? What are you thinking of?
Hopefully, it's Jimmy G coming back, but that's just me.
Is Jimmy G coming back? I mean, who's the
AC joint usually is a 1 week thing. So
who's the backup? It was Drew.
Wait,
Drew
Jimmy
Lock.
was the concussion. Never mind. There's been multiple quarterback things that are 1 or 2 weeks.
Well, you had
Deshaun pulling himself out.
That was bothersome.
Got medically cleared, and
that was bothersome. I was on Cleveland last week, and that cost me my line loss. How many points is Deshaun Watson?
I got word Thursday he was not playing, and then Friday he practiced, and then Sunday he didn't play, and then we find out today, next Wednesday, that it was his decision to not play.
Oh, no, I did not realize that.
Yeah,
I did not.
He was medically cleared.
That's the bad thing. I saw that he was out, and I was still getting a cash out if I want for 95% of the bet. I didn't take it. I should have went ahead and taken it, and that's my fault. I'm stupid.
Until that point, they look like the best defense in football. You think, well, maybe they don't need, if you get mediocre play, you probably still cover 2.5 with that defense.
Against
the defense also didn't show up. Though.
Yeah, defense didn't show up as Lamar is basically showing off that he is a top quarterback again. Yeah,
and that's if Baltimore ever stays healthy, they're a Super Bowl contender. Problem is, it's been 4 years in a row. They haven't been able to stay healthy.
Yeah. Also, the Buffalo Bills really kind of made a statement.
They did
against the Dolphins.
The Bears made another statement. In the other direction.
It's difficult. I got to tell you, it's difficult to talk about the Bears. I mean, because they're just.
Did you see Caleb Williams? I tweeted a joke watching that Bears game Sunday. He actually did come out this week and said he's considering staying at USC another year.
Did he really?
Yeah. I tweeted, Caleb Williams watching this Bears game and going to stay another week or another year. He actually said this week
he might be getting more money,
and he made that point. The NIL actually makes it a possibility that he would stay.
He might be getting more money. Might go for 2, potentially 3 Heisman trophies. I mean, heck, who can tell? Of course, back 15 years ago, we all thought Tim Tebow was going to get 3 Heisman trophies.
He got one. And I think that reluctance to do it. No one wants to have first one since Archie. I think it'll probably cost him this year, even if his numbers are equal with someone else's.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Same with
voters aren't going to
Joker in the NBA this year.
Yeah, voters aren't going to want to bet on the same guy twice. Otherwise, in the NFL, what jumps out at you? Anything?
Anthony Richardson's playing decent for the Colts.
Yeah, we're going to avoid the whole show. We might avoid talking about Kansas City and the Travis and Taylor thing.
Oh, I can talk Tay-Tay if you want. Actually, I tweeted a joke.
What are they calling him? I mean, it's not the.
I've seen Travis or
what was Brangelina was Brad Pitt.
Yeah. I tweeted out something about Raider fans be like, "Hey Tay-Tay, have you met my friend Max? Crosby?" And within 30 seconds. 4 Taylor Swift bots follow me on Twitter. I'm like, all right, follower count's growing. I don't care if they're bots. One Taylor Swift joke.
Yeah, that's fun. All right, let's tell folks what we did last week, what we're doing this week. We had a pretty good week again last week.
4-3 in the NFL.
4-3 in the NFL. So I mean,
the Bears +3 was a push.
My loss, I was 1 out of 2. My loss was that Cleveland game that I made the mistake of not cashing.
You and Lucas both. That was 2 of our 3 losses.
Yeah.
And I had the Panthers +4.5. Did not get home.
Yeah, so that happens. What are Lucas and Jamie doing?
Jamie got the Commanders -6 against the Bears. Yeah. That may have been a break the season game last week.
Yeah,
that means that Sam Howell's not played that great. He's had a lot of turnover-worthy plays.
What did he get sacked 10 times or 9 times last week?
That's two bad offenses. I don't know if I like giving 6 there, but
they scored 31 that last week.
I could see that being a 21-17.
Yeah.
He's also got the Bills -5.5 against the Jags.
I love that. I've already bet on that.
That is the London 8:30 game.
Yeah,
Jacksonville stayed over there all this week, so I think that actually helps the team. And you see that now.
Two in a row, you mean?
Yeah, doing the 2 in a row, staying there, and you see that a lot of teams, like East Coast teams, doing it 2 weeks in a row on the West Coast. They stay there. Seems to be some team bonding stuff that happens when teams that are that second week on a coast have been covering spreads at a decent rate. That's something Steve Fezzik picked up on.
Like when a East Coast team goes out and plays the Raiders and then the Rams or something.
And they stay out there the whole week.
Maybe. I hadn't thought about it. I don't know that would work the same in London. I've been there. The food is, London is, the food is difficult. Let's call it that. In London for football players.
These are also billion-dollar franchises. I bet they can figure out food if they need to.
This is the Jaguars.
True. One of the richer owners, actually.
He's got more money than anybody, but how that's run. It's the Jaguars. Okay, and what are the other picks?
Let's see. Where was I?
We got to blow through this.
Yeah. Lucas has Vikings Chiefs over, counting on that offense.
I like it. The offense will wake up for the Chiefs.
And then he's got the 49ers -3.5 against the Cowboys. 49ers have looked like the best team in football so far this year.
And that's at San Francisco, right? Isn't that a night game? Sunday night at San Francisco, I'm pretty sure.
Raiders are the night game, I believe.
That's on Monday. Raiders
I thought we were Sunday and then...
Raiders Packers are Monday night.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were Sunday for some reason.
No, you're Monday.
That's how much I've cared about the Raiders so far this year. I've got the Vikings +5.5 against the Chiefs. I think this is when the Chiefs stumble and fall, huh? I don't know if they lose the game. I think it could be a field goal. I think this is the Vikings' backs against the wall. If they don't fight for it this week, they're done.
Well, I mean, you look at it, the Chiefs, they aren't on that list of the worst ATS, but they're like, 1-3 or something like that.
Chiefs have never been a great cover team.
Yeah, it's understandable. What's mine?
I've got a first half one. I know you love it when I do that.
I do love that.
I've got Dolphins -6.5 against the Giants. Giants have been horrible in the first half. We've seen that. Everyone knows it, and they're still giving us less than a touchdown.
They were horrible in the second half Monday night.
They've been horrible in a couple of second halves as well, but always horrible in the first half.
Yeah. What am I?
You've got Patriots -1 because you are a huge Patriots fan. So you took Mizzou and the Patriots in the same show.
Oh, I hate myself. I can't believe I'm having such a hot run.
And then your other favorite NFL team, the Cardinals, +3 against the Bengals. I've already bet that one as well.
Oh, gosh.
Actually, I got +4. That's why I didn't take it for the show.
Here they are, folks. Here's our picks. Take a picture of your screen.
Except, like I said, I changed that one.
Yeah. Which one did you change?
The law. I changed both of them today, but the Law Tech one was the one I changed right before the show. I changed that to the Kentucky Georgia under.
Okay. So take a picture and do your worst with that. As you know, the green, it means good, and we've got a lot more in the first two and the last two columns.
Like the green.
We do like.
I always joke that clear is my favorite color, but when it comes betting season, I like that green.
Yeah, green is a lot better.
Yeah.
That's why it shows up on just about every one.
The action.
By the way, I'm going to ask you about one, the new Circ app. If you had taken a look at that,
they opened up this week. No sign-up bonuses yet. I'm going to wait a week or two, and then if there's,
I signed up, but I haven't thrown money in, so I don't.
I'm hoping they haven't thrown a sign-up bonus out there yet.
I don't think they're gonna.
Circuit may not because they take big bets. They give lower juice.
Yeah, I don't think they will.
I will sign up. I'm going to be patient a week or two.
We'll come back, talk a little baseball right after this. Stick around.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic Famous Maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I don't like that. I don't like the race. That's cool. Well, hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. We're shooting this on Wednesday afternoon, which brings me to this, and we can already fill in a spot. Weeze tells me, right?
The Rangers have moved on, won 7-1 today.
Texas defeats Tampa Bay on the road. Move on, and they will play on Saturday.
I was taking the winner of that one, no matter who it was, on the series price against the Orioles, no matter what it is.
Are you really?
Yep.
Why's that?
I say not no matter what it is.
You don't like the
Orioles? Give it a decent number. I think experience matters here.
Well, that's Texas doesn't have as much experience as Tampa.
Players, though.
Okay. In the other one, Minnesota leads 1-0, and you say they
are currently up 2-0.
They are currently leading the game 2-0, and so
Blue Jays are my adopted team, with the A's being what they are. So that's disappointing news.
With Corbin Burns out, I have a real problem with Milwaukee coming back from down a game in a best-of-3 series, and Philadelphia just lives for best-of-3 series. That is not a surprise to me that Philadelphia is doing
my Philadelphia Phillies.
Is that Bryce Harper?
Yeah, it is.
Well, turn around and say, let folks see that it's you've got the Bryce Harper. There you are.
Wife bought this for me. She went to Phillies game a couple years ago.
So here's the matchups on Saturday, and don't have the times yet. Those will be determined, but those are who is playing who. You can kind of tell. And one last thing we were going to talk about here during this segment, but we kind of ran out of time. Probably have to bring it up later. There are only 2 people in our little crew that still have a chance to pick a winner.
One's getting close to being out of that.
One's getting close. I'm getting very close to being eliminated, and you're about to lose your AL champion, aren't you?
Yep.
And then we'll grade all the rest of that. Although I don't think any of us are winning the NL side. I don't think any of us are going to win. Garrett Cole's going to win the AL side.
I'll win NL Roy.
Huh?
I'll win the NL Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. So then there you go. Congratulations. I don't think we can pay that yet.
No.
Folks, thanks so much for tuning in. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll see y'all next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the football.
Go Mule.